Hey, girl. Hey, girl. Oh.
Hey girl,
Hey, girl. How you doing?
I'm good, man. How are you doing?
I am. I'm loving it.
Yeah, you're the only person I know who's like living their best life ever during this
Man,
quarantine.
I got my goblet of whiskey. I'm in my desert oasis.
You're all set. You're all
I,
set. Were you playing air drums in your garage to Van Halen, or not air drums? When I say electric drums.
Electric drums. I program it to some robot sounds,
Okay.
eat some weed, make some bleep bloop noises for a while. I've been saying I'm living like Tom Hanks in Big.
Yep.
Like I have an apartment, but it's just filled with things a 15-year-old wants,
Sure.
and it's the best.
Well, and you also have a garage full of fun shit. Do you still have that little crossbow?
Well, I got several BB guns. I got an axe. I don't know what the
Okay.
axe is for. I got a couple hatchets. I got one, just a throwing hatchet.
Oh,
You
that's
know,
great.
I got that at a party somehow.
That'll be handy in like a month when the mutants come out.
Well, that's what the regular axe is for. But yeah, I got a BB gun. I was shooting holes in the trash cans out in the alley because somebody put them under. They put them under the drainage ditch for my celebrity neighbor over here, and it fills it up with water. And then the garbage truck can't pick it up, so I just shoot a hole in it, Beverly Hillbilly style.
Good for you.
Yeah, man. How are you doing, buddy?
Hanging in. The wife and I haven't killed each other yet or driven each other too insane. She's on a work call right now, so
Yeah.
I shut the door. She's still working. I'm trying to make stuff, but at the same time trying to let this take this time to just reset a little bit and kind of it's just one day at a time. Try to do I bake cookies. We gender swapped in a stereotypical sense because
Yeah.
I bake
All right.
bread, cookies. What else did
Well,
I make?
you're just ascribing gender roles to activities, man.
Yeah. Stereotypically, traditionally, but like she's been like doing home repair with drills and hammers and shit, and I'm just humming away in my sweet lady apron, baking. It's been awesome. Like that's
Did
taking
you do pantsless apron?
what's that?
The pantsless apron. That's a hot, sexy surprise.
Yeah, shirt
These
cocking
buns
it.
aren't baked yet, but these are. And then the little Gucci goo in the back door.
Yep, with the fake front, the half a t-shirt in the back. There's no t-shirt. Yeah,
Yeah, nothing. Just back into crack, man. Back to
Full-
crack. Daytime crack.
Oh, we
Daytime
should
nudity's
do-
happening around here. Can't say more than normal, but it's continuing.
Speaking of backs and cracks, can you say the standards and practices?
Oh, yeah. Since we're
For the
on
folks?
Zoom, which is going to Facebook, whether we like it or not,
Yep.
no, you can't expose anything. So when we go to talk to a caller, no, remember, no Jennies, no ma'ams. It's genitals and mammaries. No Jennies, no ma'ams. No Dave and Buster's. It's Dick and Balls. Keep your Dave and Buster's in the parking lot where they belong. No Benny Hills. It's buttholes. No cooter in the gulch. That's just vagina. I don't even know why it's that long. Don't show cooter fishing at the swimming hole. Don't go.
Oh,
You know,
old cooter. Will the law ever catch him?
all whiskey. Not if he keeps hiding out in the gulch.
What is that? Is that whole goblet full of whiskey?
Yeah, I splashed a little La Croix in there to,
Yeah.
can't belch unless you got bubbles, man.
This is Hollywood after all.
I'm pretty showbiz these days.
I get it.
This is the inaugural episode of Hey Girl.
This is Hey Girl, and we are if folks want to donate to listen to us pull each other's dicks. Oh, that's sweet. My wife just texted me, do you need me to bring you booze? Sometimes you just know. The heart knows.
You should bring me. I get texts from my girlfriend that are pictures of my own penis, and that's upsetting because I don't know when she takes them. She takes them while I'm asleep. You understand how violating that is?
You love Wonderful
You're-
Psychos.
You ever seen your junk from the feet up? Unsightly.
No,
An
can't say I
angle,
have.
an angle you'll never achieve with your own ergonomics.
That it's nice that she's a giving lady that way to kind of
Nice.
inform your body knowledge and view.
Dick pics of my own dick.
I remember when we lived together and we would go out to bars and get drunk, and girls would just ask me if they could take you home. And just be like, "Can I have him?" And I'd be like, "Fuck it, yeah, take him."
I'm a little scamp.
You're fun. You're a fun little guy.
I have an unthreatening size to me.
It's nice.
5'9" or under, you're never really much of a suspect.
Exactly.
Leave it at that. I'll just leave it at that.
I rely on the fact
this
that
little fella.
I'm enormous, but completely unintimidating.
Yeah.
What is our charity we're giving? I'm looking it up like a dick.
I think we start with GiveTogetherNow.org.
Give Together Now. Yeah. So Give Together Now gets food and supplies out to families that are suffering from the quarantine and from lack of employment. So if you guys want to donate,
$500 grants directly to individuals. So, trying to do something nice in the midst of it. I feel guilty saying that I am having the time of my life.
I don't think you should.
I had 3 things to do today. It pissed me off.
Yeah. I know you had a tech thing for your thing tomorrow before this, and it was like everything just
tech. If there's anything I love more than technology, it's signing off my privacy to unfounded applications on these devices. Can we use your microphone and camera?
Can we have it in perpetuity? Is that cool?
Just lean over, beat off shots.
I mean, that's giving to charity. That would really get somebody. Ooh, somebody already donated. Thank you. Here's to you.
Bless your heart.
Bless your heart. So should we go into topics?
Well, we could talk about topics. I think this is the inaugural episode. People don't know our history. We've known each other for a long, long time.
20 years.
20 years. Moved to California, more or less together.
Yeah.
You got out here a bit before me, lived on an air mattress.
I did.
I lived in a house where I was a horrible roommate for a couple weeks with Tom Clark. I've apologized to him in person several times. And then we used to live it up at the Brown Derby over in Los Feliz before it became a Chase Bank.
Yep. I still live nearby, and I oftentimes pass it and remember the time we took a boatload of mushrooms and wandered around the neighborhood and ended up there, and what was that bartender's name?
Oh, Nano
had the Last Starfighter on, that old cheesy
he was bartending at an establishment where people were listening to music.
Yes.
And didn't want to deal with anything, and he just knew that the 2 of us were on mushrooms.
Yep.
And in spite of his income or the good time of everybody else there, he said, "Oh yeah, well guess what? Those ottomans have wheels on the bottom. These these benches that run the dance floors. Like those have wheels on the bottom, and you guys can watch this." And put the Last Starfighter on the TV and let us lay on our backs on some furniture with wheels and twirl around the dance floor. Unlike a Friday night.
It was fantastic.
That's a good guy.
He's a good guy, and he's a funny guy. Because I used to work out at that at Bodybuilders Gym in Silver Lake.
I can tell.
The home of the remaining
bodybuilder
elderly gay populace of Silver Lake. It's a fantastic gym. I don't go anymore because it's not near me, but I'm on an elliptical trying to sweat out last night's beers. Nano on a skateboard skating by, stops, screeches to a halt, takes a 40-ounce out of his bag and starts drinking it, just staring at me as I'm on the elliptical. To the point, for a long time, to the point where everyone in the gym was like, "What is that? Is that your ex? Go talk to him."
What a power X move to just show up. Oh, you're getting in shape? This is what people like about me. People like the chaos about me. I'm keeping it up.
Yeah.
You still go to bodybuilders? Where's your workout?
No, I do an
Four,
app called Class Pass, so I can do different like biking and spinning and fighting and jumping classes.
What are you
all
doing
over
now?
the
You
country.
Peloton guy? You got a Peloton?
The wife ordered one
Yeah.
for the quarantine times. Yeah.
Where you putting it out on the deck? You got a nice deck. Got a nice deck out back, buddy.
Well, we might. I think we're gonna put it in the living room, but we've been.
Really?
Yeah,
You want to sweat up your living room? You got a nice house. You want to sweat up your living room? You're
Yeah,
a big boy. You got a musk.
You're right.
You
Can't musk up the living room.
You want to perspire within those walls? Let it
Probably
out.
not.
Put in the world. Be outside. Get some sun.
You're right. You're right. We should. We've been dancing along to like this guy Ryan Heffington on Instagram
Dance
Live.
church, baby.
He does dance church. It is the damnedest greatest time.
I was going to cardio crunk for a little while. Pre-quarantine, I go crunk. It was just me. It was me, and then just a class full of ladies, and a ex-military gay fella was Jeffrey. He was Jeffrey, who was hosted Cardio Crunk. And I'd go, fortunately I was there with the missus, so I could be like, I'm with her, so I'm not a creep.
Yeah.
But then we're all twerking, and I'm like, I'm not, where do you look when everyone's twerking?
Right.
You can't look at a ceiling when your ass is in the air.
Right.
This is a test. This is some sort of test
Yeah.
to see if I'm going to look at butts. And
I
then
tell
I
you,
looked at them all real quick.
You got to. I hate it when I'm in my Zumba class and I'm one, dude, and it's all women, and I'm at the back. I'm always at the back because I'm a monster, just to get out of everyone's way. And these 20-something girls come in 10 minutes late and come stand in my space, which is the biggest area, and give me a dirty look like,
throw
move where? I will step on you. You're late.
Yeah. You got Zumba, bitch. That's what we got. The two old Russian ladies show up to the cardio crunk. They stand by the door and they just make up their own dances. That's fine for them.
Oh, lovely.
But then I'm just in it, and because he's ex-military, he'll still do like real flamboyant, like they're always interpretive, like we're on the phone. I'm not gonna call you. But then he'll see me and just go, whoa, and like throw a Marine hurrah at me. I'm like, no, man, I don't want this attention.
Love it.
I feel fine. You don't have to make me feel comfortable.
I'm writing that down right now. Cardio crunk. I got to take the
Jeffrey Adams Fitness. He is insulting.
I love it.
He's cruel. He is cruel to the people in his class. I do well with it, but
I mean, they always say in the military, I've heard, pain is just weakness escaping the body.
Man, he changes his shirt 4 times, and sometimes I think it's just for me. He's not interested in these ladies.
Right now, in this situation we're all living through, take the compliment. Take it, Kyle.
I don't have a problem. I got a pull-up bar. I do 4 pull-ups a day.
Great.
It was up to 3. Last week was 3. This kind.
I've been randomly busting out 10-count push-ups like a sad dad.
You mean a burpee?
Out of nowhere, just like while we're cooking, watching TV. And I stop at 10 because that's when my wife starts taking out a phone to film me and make fun of me to her friends.
Oh, you just drop and give her 10?
Right there.
Like you have a passive aggressive football coach that's never going to say drop and give me 10, but
it's in my head. Yeah, it's in my head all the time. Maggot.
I want passive aggressive football coach. I guess you know what? What would make me happy is if you guys ran.
I don't know.
That would make me happy, but what does my happiness count for anything anyway?
Maybe you don't like the quarterback. I like him. I think Michael is nice. If you don't want to defend him, you are offensive tackles, but that's on you.
Winning's not for everybody.
Some
people just like the game,
for that matter.
And I can't get mad at that. I can't. But me, the reason I became a coach.
All I can do is
enjoy the part. I enjoy the winning part.
I do. I like
the coach also dresses like this in the locker room.
He wears Hawaiian shirts and is like, I like walking with my head held high. Call me crazy.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Did we just take a whole bus ride just because we like to sing together? Because that part was fun.
That was nice.
But we came here to play a game.
Right.
We'll sing on the way back too.
It's not the destination, it's the journey. I say bullshit, guys.
I mean, I'd say let's hit the showers, or let the showers hit you, because boy, I'm disappointed.
Seems you like getting hit, obviously.
Oh.
Love it.
You've played football
for 2 weeks almost.
See if my girlfriend hits the garage door when she pulls in. She does sometimes.
I hope she does.
We're all right. We're all right.
We're good.
Yeah, well, I've done it too. We give a little kiss, you know. A little
yeah.
Kiss.
Gotta. It's territorial pissings.
It's a real smooched up garage door. I'll say that.
Should we do some topics?
Oh, topics.
Topics. Jake, throw us something.
Jake, go to Jamie. Ask. Let's go. I'm excited to have somebody to go to now.
Yeah, Jake, go to Abigail and Jamie. Check with S&P.
It's like that Roe Jogan show. What?
Here we go.
What sport are you playing with which animal?
That's wow.
Did this question come from a viewer?
I don't know. I mean, we are dealing with a multinational corporation. There's a lot of power behind this show. I mean,
I'd play, you know, I would play handball with a sloth because I like to win.
Oh, interesting.
So for that matter, other than chess, they're killers at chess.
You saw it as playing with, like against. I read that as what animal do I want on my team if I'm playing a sport, and what sport?
Oh, okay.
But I like your answer.
Chess with a sloth, handball against a sloth.
I would honestly like to play. I would like to be a quarterback and in football and have a bear be my be like a defensive tackle. I would just like to see that just once.
Can you imagine being a coach for a team that has an actual bear on it and never just putting him in quarterback? We're really misusing the capabilities of. Oh shit!
We both got it wrong. I didn't know there were answers for this. It's clearly
real.
Ping pong.
There's no way that's real.
Is that real? Is it playing with Shane Torres?
There's no fucking chance. There's no fucking chance that a chimpanzee understands, because he's also getting the bounces right. Why okay, listen. They're smart animals.
Yeah, and he stops. He stops when he knows he won that round. He just kind of turns to the judge.
I don't want deep fakes. This isn't a show about deep fakes. This is about deep reels.
Okay.
This show should be called Deep Reel. Hey girl, deep reels.
Deep reels for you, hey girl.
What was the other question?
Yeah, what do we got? Jake, Abigail?
Braunger, I think you're gonna bury me on this one. You got nice kicks.
You have nice boots, though. You have American made.
I bought a pair of Red Wings when every one of us thought we had to have a pair of those. Remember that moment where we all thought we needed to dress like blacksmiths?
Yep.
From the mid 20th century.
Or 40-something British millionaires. Yeah.
No, I do the rivets on MGs like that. Like we all convinced we needed those boots, and they curve up at the end, and they just look. I look like blue collar Ronald McDonald when I wear those.
I know when you needed your half hour, a lot of people were like, "Where do I get those boots?" And you wrote where they were, and people looked them up, and they're like, "Jesus, you spent that much?" And we had an inside line. We had a guy that sold them to us at wholesale.
We had a Red Wing guy.
We had no money back then.
But we all got our clothes. Every comedian in LA got their clothes from Mike Burns when he worked at that motors. We all dressed like we were motorcycle dilettantes.
I remember Andy Wood came in, and Burns had already, given me deals on 7 or 8 pieces of clothing, and he was just rhapsodic about dressing Andy Wood. Now that he's got a man's body. I like putting clothes on him. I'm like, Jesus, You trying to give me an inferiority complex here?
I-
I'm a grown man.
Yeah, but Andy Wood. If you don't know Andy Wood, look him up. He's
He looks like if a
stellar
Muppet
specimen.
lifted
He's a
weights.
stellar specimen.
He's beautiful. He's got a surfer's body. Oh, from Jake. Shane Torres is watching. Quote, you would know if I had access to a chimp, unquote. Well done.
I think Shane would keep that one because he gets roasted enough by the All Fantasy Everything crew. If he had access to a chimp, he wouldn't be telling them that.
No.
Why would you show your cards? That's a lie, Shane. It's a lie. You wouldn't show you if you had a chimp friend, you'd be saving that for a special occasion.
I love a nickname. And them calling him Sad Leroy Frown is just.
Do you know the list of nicknames he's got? I don't even want.
There's so many. I don't know them all.
Doc Hollandaise. Come on. Come on. I don't even want the laughs because these aren't mine. So I don't want to say them like I'm earning the laughs.
Look, a good joke is a good joke.
All Fantasy Everything pod. Give it a listen. It's
listen, everybody. Okay, you're a fictional arsonist. What's the first fictional thing you burned to the ground?
I like the exclamation point after "You're a fictional arsonist."
Cool.
Sounds so accusatory. I mean, we can get people on our side and say banks or what have you, but I think I'll tell a weird story about how my mom once almost got arrested at the North Park Mall in Villa Park, Illinois.
Deb?
Old Deb almost got taken down by the cops because there's a place. Was that Don's Toys and Hobbies that was in there? It was a toy and hobby store owned by an old man who hated children. He hated kids, and he owned a toy store. What kind of fucking Disney villain is this?
Can I just pause? You were on the phone with your friend you grew up with, were you talking? No, I was on the phone with you. 15 years ago or something, and you're like, I can't talk right now. I'm with my mom on the way to Shoe Carnival.
No, as my buddy Mike. I'll catch up with you guys later. I got to go to Shoe Carnival with my mom.
That's it.
Said with a nonchalance, like I dare you to make fun of me. He didn't even think it was a funny statement. It was just matter of fact.
I'm what you call a real badass.
I got to go to Shoe.
I'm going to Shoe Carnival with my mom.
You ever been to a Shoe Carnival?
Peace, dickheads.
They got a wheel in Shoe Carnival. You spin it after you buy some shoes. You can win socks and shit. It's a carnival of shoes.
Let's go.
I don't know if that business model is going to make it through the pandemic. Shoe Carnival went under. Oh, there's so much money in stock.
How? We had the wheel.
People need shoes. And they love fun. How could this model fail us?
Okay, so what happened with Deb and what your mother's arsonist?
Now I want to burn down anybody who'd compete with Shoe Carnival. Now I want to come in. Foot Locker, up in flames. Champs, sayonara.
But what happened with Deb?
Oh, so I bought, there was a little kid, I bought a model. I thought I was buying a model garage to put model cars in. Like I'd build a little garage, paint it, glue it together. Then I'd put the cars that I painted and glued together. Turns out it was just like 3 figures of mechanics that would fit in the garage. I didn't know because the whole garage was on the box, but then the 3 guys were in color in the. Do
you remember how we started out in Chicago? I used to call you gas station. That was my nickname for you. Of course, you had a fucking garage.
I worked at a gas station.
You had a toy garage.
I've created my own destiny through so much marijuana consumption and lack of ambition.
God bless.
But so then I went to return it because it only had. All I did was take the cellophane off. Whatever. I forget the Tamiya models or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, I want to try to return it. And there's a no returns policy for open goods. It's written on the top of the counter, which came up to here on me. So I couldn't see the no returns policy in the glass. And so he wouldn't give me my money back. I went back. I'm like, this sucks. I spent my lawn mowing money on this model. And Mom's like, well, that's silly. So she went back there, and the guy's like, no, it's no return. She's like, but he can't even see the thing. So she started getting into a fight with Don from Don's Toys and Hobbies, to the point where she stood in front of the store and said, kids, don't touch anything, because he doesn't like kids and he won't let you return it, and started like just shooing customers away. And so he called the mall security to get her. And at this point, I'm like, I really don't give a shit. This is really getting out of proportion.
Yeah.
She's like, no, like it was the hill she was going to die on that day. Then security was there. She's like, we're going to call the police. Like the security was like, we're going to call the police if you don't leave. And finally Don folded and I got my $6 back.
Good for Deb.
Yeah, she you don't fuck with Deb's kids. She'll kill you.
I love
She'll go
that
to prison.
I love that story of you dyeing your hair when you were a kid.
Oh yeah.
And her coming in with like a
I dyed it red. I dyed it red, and she's like, you know how many carcinogens are in red hair dye? And she's like just puffing a Marlboro Light 100. And I was like, do I have to point this out? Because it's not going to go well.
I mean, I love her. I remember we lived together and she sent you an Easter basket with 2 cartons of Camels in it.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, once I quit smoking, she didn't know what to get me for holidays.
I mean, I used to bum all manner of cigarettes off you back in those days. So like, it's good for me.
She's the only one who still smokes. So now if I do a show and she's there, everybody bums cigarettes off.
Of course.
It's like a real Mother Teresa for the not the prone to lung disease set.
She's doing the Lord's work, I would say.
That's some kind of Lord.
Okay, we got a commercial break in 2.
It's exciting. We got a break? We got a commercial break?
Like 2 minutes. So if anyone has to take a leak or
who's sponsoring this? Pepsi Cola?
Do a key bump.
Raytheon? Brought to you by Raytheon. Brought to you by Raytheon and government-sponsored key bumps.
It'd be amazing if we
Did you get that, Facebook?
We're sponsored by Monsanto and the Baja Cartel.
Monsanto, a villain that sounds like the best reggae shout-out ever. Monsanto, prop up.
Monsanto, respect.
Giving them big corns. Big vegetable Monsanto.
Copyrighted seedlings. Oh, we're having fun.
To change in weather.
I really hope we're not disappointing people that tuned in for some stand-up, but that is not what Hey Girl is.
Just by trying stand-up first in our lives, we've disappointed people. So
that's it.
What is there a commercial?
I think I said it was in 2. Jake, it's got to be in like 1 minute.
Jake.
Okay. Let's go to commercial. You guys snort them if you got them.
Jake,
like they're going to take us this down, no doubt.
15 candles.
LA Law.
Yeah.
Oh, man. We got such good tunes.
We're back with sports.
Hey, girl. Your one-stop shopping for hot sports and hot dudes. Well, we're at that time.
Hey, girl. Some dry
Hey
grass.
Girl has we have our guest. Sorry, honey?
I said, hey, girl. It's a pile of dried grass. I put a brassiere on. I went for a comical reinterpretation of the title.
Fuck you and your good joke.
They're not good.
Sure they are.
I just coordinate with my background.
Okay, we got a special guest, and he is the star of a sketch. Kyle and I used to watch it incessantly back in the old days, around 2004, in the old apartment. He played the late great Kenny Rogers on Mad TV. Please welcome our old pal Will Sasso.
Oh, hold on. Oh,
He's trapped.
Hey guys. How's it going?
Yeah, you got the shirt. You put the shirt on.
Yes.
I went upstairs and got the shirt. Yeah. I'm so happy I got to use this shirt. I bought it for a party and then had to skip town, and now I had a reason to buy this shirt. To wear the shirt.
You and your problems with the law, skipping
Yeah.
town.
Skipping town. Yeah, anytime I leave town, I say I'm skipping town just to keep people guessing.
I love how many Hawaiian shirts I look at and go, not tonight.
Yep, all in the closet.
People
Yeah,
will
I
expect
didn't.
more from me if I wear this.
Yeah.
So hey, girl.
Hey, girl.
Oh, hey, girl. Yeah, hey, girl.
Hey, girl.
Hey,
How you
girl.
holding up?
Stuff's all right, man. How's about you guys?
Living,
Yeah.
you know,
Love
Yeah.
it.
Kentucky woman.
Just a woman. Kentucky one. I don't know how that song goes. I didn't know that you guys lived together, and I didn't know. Am I hearing this right? You guys grew up in the same town?
No.
Started comedy together.
Yes.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Kyle,
really cool.
Kyle and I used to drive around in his Grand Marquis through the snows of Chicago to go to shows.
Oh, that's great.
And I would keep Kyle out in the bars, and then he would have to go all the way out to the suburbs where he lived.
Yeah, I would we would go to Ravens. I believe it was Ravens.
4 a.m. bar that I lived
4
next
a.m.
door
bar
to.
where I still worked at 8 a.m. in the suburbs. And I'd be like, I gotta go. He's like, just have a little drink, which just meant shot.
Jeez.
Yeah, I was a real bastard.
I'll just have a little
Cool
drink.
guy.
I'll have a
I
shot.
was so selfish.
You can be in bed in 45 seconds.
Yep. I lived on Clark
20
Street.
miles home.
Very, very busy street. And I remember because like 2 a.m. bars would close and then people would go to the 4 a.m. and like cars would pull under my bedroom window. And I remember a guy, he pulled up and his stereo was blaring like something, fuck you, I don't care. Get drunk in my underwear. And he turned his engine off. And that was the last thing I heard. And then he got out of the car and was like, woo! And went into the 4 a.m. bar. Like drove.
Jeez.
And that was routine. I would hear fights every single night, arguments. Awful.
Where I'm from, they call it bridge and tunnel traffic because downtown bars would stay up until 4, suburb bars are 2. So everyone would come piling in. And I guess that was before drinking and driving. So it was all right.
That was before it was wrong, right?
Yeah, there was a time that nobody ever crashed.
Yeah, that's right. Or if you did, it would just be dad after taking the family out for dinner, and the cop will just pull them over. Get home safe. Smashing in it. Everyone's all over the road. These guys in his neighborhood. Nobody knows how to drive. Dad, they're parked.
Hey, but Bon Scott got death by misadventure on his death certificate.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah. Death by misadventure. He choked on his own puke in his car after drinking too much.
God.
But there was a time when you can go out with a little bit of dignity with the words death by misadventure. We tried for adventure. We veered left a little bit. I headed into misadventure.
Turned out I wasn't good at that adventure.
Yeah. And where's that Bon Scott biopic or documentary series called Death by Misadventure?
I don't know, but he's got a great alley in Melbourne dedicated to it, which is not called the side street to hell, which I was disappointed.
Missed an opportunity right there.
It is an alley dedicated to Bon Scott. So.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, well, you're from Vancouver. You grew up in Vancouver?
Yeah, just outside Vancouver, past the bridge and tunnel in the suburbs.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was an idyllic upbringing, you know.
Did you enjoy the suburbs, Will?
I did. I particularly enjoyed, you talk about like a dude with a hobby shop, a kid's toy store who hates children. That's completely the same. We had a candy shop, and this gentleman owned it, and then his son took over. I don't know his name, but we called him Slug Bait, and it was all kinds of, and literally kids would be like, if they're out late at night, like, hey, let's go piss in his mailbox, and just fucking tormenting him and him hating the town, but selling candy and baseball cards, and nobody got molested. I don't think he just wanted to hate us.
Having such bigger dreams than the candy shop.
This sounds like Toll Booth Willie. Sounds like the Toll Booth Willie of Vancouver.
Yeah. I'll cave your fucking heads in. Like, exactly. And go in there and videotape them and stuff, and like, get out and like looked just central casting version of like literally the angriest guy with all the good chocolate and baseball cards.
One of the best things I got to do is deliver pizza in the suburbs, because like the city, everybody who's crazy is crazy on the surface. But the suburbs, everybody hides it.
Yep.
You know, everybody's just at the grocery store, at a PTA meeting. But when you deliver pizza to them at 10 p.m. on a Tuesday where their facade is dropped, you see every piece of shit behind every perfect little door and curated curtain and couch setup. And then you just see somebody whose wife left and he's in his underpants.
Oh.
And he forgot he ordered a pizza. He's like, "Why are you at my house?" I'm like, "Because you're hungry. How did you know?" I'm like, "Oh, damn, dude. We're going to put a note in the system that we're going to come here with a little more trepidation next week when you do the same routine."
Jeez.
I'm sorry, I fell asleep in the shower. Who falls asleep in the shower?
Well,
You really ordered food.
So many people, it never happened to me, but so many people in their 20s and 30s I knew that would get their local pizza place would stop delivering because they'd be drunk and would like call for a pizza and then and the guys at the door, bung gong, hey, like you can see him through the glass. Wake the fuck up! I got your pizza. And they were, but if you're that guy into your 40s, like that sounds like that's that guy where you're trying to deliver the pizza.
Did it in my 30s. I did it in my 30s in my apartment in Silver Lake, where I had a regular door and then the security, like the metal grate door. So my regular door is open, but my security door was locked. And I ordered from Garage Pizza because they were open till 4. And I fell asleep on my couch. So the guy came to my door, saw me asleep, and had to be like, "Hey, buddy, hey," and couldn't wake me up and left. And I call him back. I'm like, "I'll give this guy $50 if he comes back with that pizza." Because then I was hungover because I was drunk and took a nap and then woke up. And I'm like, I know he's got the pizza because I got 9 missed messages. I gave him $50.
He came back.
$80 for a pizza that night. Worth it.
Well, that's good. Then you get that. Yeah. Then you got to come up with ways to heat it back up. You discover like pan fried pizza.
It was like, imagine, you know, when you're hungover at 9 a.m. Imagine if you just got a pizza right then. It'd be the best thing you could hope for.
That's a gift from God. Yeah. Have you gotten anything crazy, Will, over since this time of isolation?
I mean, you know, thankfully, no, man. Just like hunkering down, just going for the like one walk a day kind of thing, and grocery store sparingly. And yeah, you know, the thing now is like, we went for a walk, me and my girl today, and we're wearing the masks. We're like wearing bandanas on a walk.
You had a Hulkamania one, right? Hulkamania?
Oh, I had one. Yeah, I had a Hulkamania one at the grocery store.
Everybody's robbing a stagecoach right now.
The what?
Everybody's robbing a stagecoach. Right
yeah,
now.
Absolutely. Everyone can't wait to rob a steam train. And but it is, we're sort of, there's friends of ours that are like predicting because I live in Los Feliz, Silver Lake, and it's like, when is our neighborhood going to start really shaming people into wearing these fucking things all the time? Because we saw people, we were getting pissed off. We're like, look at them, they're not wearing it and they're going for a walk. And I get it. A few days ago, it was just 6 feet, but there's other people that are saying, no, for weeks. One good friend of ours is like, you know, wear that bandana. So that is thankfully the most, that's my Bon Scott misadventure so far with the lockdown.
Okay. I traded, my neighbor was making homemade ones. And a week ago, she was like, "Anybody wants any?" And I was like, "Think we're good."
My hands have been all over them.
And then today I was like, "Hey, got any left there, Crystal?" And she's like, "Yeah, I got 2." And I'm like, "I'll give you cookies." So I brought over 8 cookies and some foil, left it. It's all like it's like a drug drop. Like I'll make like cold brew and put it on my neighbor's, you know, porch or stoop, and then he'll bring like, here's here's some soup in a container, or whatever.
Before you and I we were talking about, I bought like some rice. So I got this big bucket of rice. I gave a bucket of rice to some friends, and it was literally like that street trade-off. Like, I'm going to drop it here, and then you, and then like from the car from 20 feet away, like, hey, and they gave us gloves, and it's, you know,
nobody can see us exchange this. I'm going to leave it like a briefcase in a hostage situation. You pick it up.
Yeah.
Grab it.
And then, but you got to be out on the street to confirm and to be friendly. And then there's like an unmarked van with the feds going, "Yeah, we got these sons of bitches." You know, it's very weird.
Where do you curb the panic between? I know the whole show's like, we're not going to talk about what's going on, but you got to talk about it a little bit.
It's fine.
All right, I'm going to get takeout food, but all right, you need to leave the takeout food here. But then who touched the bag that the takeout food came in? Because you have gloves. But who touched the gloves before the gloves went in the package of gloves?
Yeah.
Who touched the container of the food that the food went into? But if the person preparing the food, but who touched the garlic that went into the food on the farm before it got to the restaurant? Like, if I start thinking like that, I'll just go.
You'll go crazy.
Lick somebody's shoes.
You'll go crazy. You can't. I have an update from Portland, Oregon, where I'm from. Devil's Point, one of my favorite strip clubs. They have stripperoke there.
Do you sing to the strippers or the strippers sing to you?
You sing and they dance around you naked.
Amazing.
Amazing.
But I don't want to focus. I can only focus on one thing at a time when it's strip clubs or karaoke, and that sounds like hell.
Yeah, it's not my bag, but it's a good place.
Cinnamon Panama.
But they, like every place, every strip club in Portland is delivering food. Delivering wings. And Devil's Point, the law had to crack down on them because strippers and pasties were delivering wings and shit. And people knew that. Yeah. And it was like they're like, oh, I should order from Devil's Point. Hey, thanks.
Yeah, yeah. So long as you open the door with like just a can of Lysol and a hairdryer, and then. Well, but you know what you're supposed to, and now I've been doing this because I heard this once, and now I got to do it. But I got like you got the handy. You still have some left, the wipes, and I'll go out there and we get a package. If it's Amazon or delivering food, and I go and wipe everything down, and then take the packages out of the actual takeout containers out of the bag. Leave them there, take the garbage down, throw that away, come back, wipe my hands, take it in, wash my hands, take it out of the plastic, and we'll all be dead in a year.
I think that's admirable. You're definitely a worker.
Actually, I ate an apple through a Clorox wipe today.
Good. Wipe, that's good.
And then bit into it. So I figured that. If we're being safe, we're being safe.
Yeah.
Oh, half-ass on the safety.
I once I ate an apple so fast and savagely that I swallowed the sticker. I didn't even pull the sticker off. Yeah. And I know that because the next time I took a dump, the sticker was on the side of the dump. Like a banana. I just had to share that. I don't want to lose that.
Who's ever wanted an apple that bad?
Now it's out there in the world.
Hey, you
who's should ever take that hungry for an apple?
I'm sorry.
Take that apple back take it to the grocery store, and then you get them to scan that SKU number. Just messing around.
Hey. What is that? A Chiquita Punana? All right.
Come on. To do. I got to be here 12 hours today.
Well, Will, thanks for coming on the show, man. Love you,
thanks for having me, and it's great that you're doing this. It's cool.
Oh yeah, let's tell your friends, and we'll get some more people on here, and hopefully raise some more money for the people out there that are suffering. But also, more importantly,
Hawaiian shirts.
You live blocks from me, so I think later, after about 9 more of these, I'm just going to come by and sit on your.
Okay, yeah. Please launch some cookies up to my place, and I'll throw down a bucket of rice. Make sure to catch it. Be like something out of Game of Thrones. All right, guys.
Hang in there,
man.
Take
it easy. You too. Love you too, bro. Take it easy, guys.
Jake, are you going to type us in? Oh, what happened? Is that a spider?
Oh, did my spider go? Oh, it's only there if I lean forward.
That's absolutely horrifying.
I lean forward, spider. Ooh, I'm a technical wizard. All right, let me stop that. That's
good job.
Make people upset.
Oh, I love Will so much, man.
Good dude, living the right life. It's all right.
Yes. He's a wonderful man. But we have a random person we don't know. Who's that? Your gal?
Yeah.
Is that Rach? Tell her I said hi.
She's peeking around the garage. Well, come on in if you're gonna come in. It's
That's
Rachel.
A scary door.
Arrived. Oh, what's that? Hold on, I got it. For me? Ooh, thanks. Bye.
Look at you. Look at you. Look at you. You lucky son of a bitch.
I don't say it live. I can't lead on. If she gets wind of
late.
it.
So look, let's talk to our new friend,
Let's
Ben,
do
who
it.
donated a nice sum of money to people in need. Hey, Ben.
Hey, you got the shirt on. Yeah.
Fuck
You got
yes.
the shirt
Kyle,
on.
not only do I have my shirt on, what do I have right here?
Look at that.
Nice.
The homoerotic Boogie Monster merch that Dave was unsure about.
What do you have of mine? Kidding.
I have a Patreon
No.
membership of yours.
Oh, thanks, dude.
You got a one-time person, I bet. He's given to you regularly.
So
Oh, yeah.
officially,
Hey,
girl.
I've been a Boogie Monster Patreon member for the longest time, ever since
what
it
a
was
waste
up.
of money.
Yeah.
I mean, thanks. I mean, thank you. I mean, thank you for subscribing to high-quality content.
Now we got to give him a hey, girl.
Oh, yeah. Hey, girl.
Hey, girl.
Should I say it back? Am I allowed to?
Yeah, say it back.
Absolutely.
Hey, girls.
There you go.
Oh, plural.
Yeah. How you hanging in, Ben?
I'm doing great. I work from home anyways, and I'm like Kyle, I'm a shut-in. So this is perfect for me.
Isn't it? It's kind of
Yeah.
great, right? Are you by yourself in your place, or you got other roommates, significant others?
I am a single dad. I have an 11-year-old on Tuesday, and it's just him and I here. And he could not give less of a shit about all of this stuff.
Really?
So yeah, it's amazing. He's the weirdest kid. He's so tough. I just keep thinking like this is gonna weigh on him, and then nope, doesn't care at all. All he cares
That's
about is
amazing.
getting his birthday present Legos, and he is. So
Oh, you got Lego? You doing Legos?
oh yeah, that's all he wants. Legos and Lego Dimensions video games, which they don't make anymore. So you can't imagine how tough those are to get.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I got a lot of friends with kids that Legos are taking up a lot of good time, which is that's
yeah,
awesome.
it's great. Throw them all on the floor, pick them up, put them together again.
It's so funny, man. Like
Step on one randomly.
my friend, his kid was watching Poltergeist, you know, the horror movie, and there's that scene where that guy starts picking his own face apart. And when I was a kid, that used to fuck with me really, really badly, and him and my buddy Nick. And he walked in on his son watching it, and he was like, "Oh," because his kid was like 6, and he's like, "No, no, no," and his kid was like, "Boring," and just turned the channel. I feel like they're just stronger than us. I don't know, man.
Did you? I watched I remember seeing. I always got to watch horror movies at a young age, but then I watched that, and then I got chicken pox. I'm like, oh, that's what's gonna happen if you pick your chicken pox. You'll tear your whole
You'll
face.
just itch until it pulls off.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean that taught us to not touch our faces for right now, right?
for a minute. Yeah, maybe we all got to revisit Poltergeist. Good call.
Yeah, thank you.
How often do you go out the house, Ben?
Right now, not too often. I mean, I have everything I need here. I had a subscribe and save thing on Amazon that shipped me like way more toilet paper and paper towels than I needed. So I've been ready for this for a long time.
Nice.
Yeah. The only thing I'm having trouble finding is yeast for some reason. Everyone wants to be a baker right now.
Dude, yeast is the worst. I have a couple little packets, and it just feels like I'm holding diamonds.
Yeah. You gotta store that stuff.
I'm not in that yeast life, so I don't know. I can't empathize with y'all.
Kyle's never baked anything except himself. Hey-o!
What? Are you talking about weed?
Kyle said the funniest shit to me over the phone. We were talking about doing this show, where he was like, "I don't know, man. It's just," he's like, "I think it's a great idea. Just we're basically two Ed McMahons.
Remember, don't show any nipples on Zoom.
No nipples."
Oh, do they censor that?
No.
No.
We can literally do anything we want, but we can't show our nipples.
Yeah. It's crazy
Well,
what tech
I
I
people
was
do.
gonna have Bert Kreischer on the show, and I fucking can't now.
He
Yeah, you
talks
had to have
through
CGI to
nips. He
remove the
doesn't know how
nips.
to communicate otherwise.
Yeah, at this point, if Bert doesn't take his shirt off, he bursts into flames. I don't want to put him in trouble. Anything you want to share with anybody, Ben?
No,
No?
love you both. I've been a big fan of you guys for so long. I've seen you both live. 2 of the best shows I've ever had. Matt, I went to one of your shows in Boston at Laugh Boston, and you killed me. The story about the elevator and the frat party and everything.
Oh,
And
sweet.
the girl I was with at the time, I'd been dating her for about 8 months, and we were kind of on the fence a little bit. And she didn't laugh during the elevator story, and it was at that point I thought, this is not for me. And
Oh,
I
no.
swear to you, that's true.
Sorry, guts to the curb.
Okay. It's not for everybody.
Yeah.
Well, cool.
Yeah, Kyle,
Thanks
I
for
drove
coming
up
on the
to
show, Ben,
Burlington
man.
to see you recently, but yeah, I'll hang out. All right.
No, appreciate you, man. Hang in there. But you seem like you're doing better than I ever will. So
Doing
awesome.
great. All right.
Take care of
Thank you
yourself.
guys. This is great.
Awesome. Thanks, Ben.
Bless your crew. Bless your crew, dog.
Bless your crew. That was
I don't even
nice.
use the statement. I shouldn't have smoked weed. I haven't yet today. I only
Why?
did that in
We got 5 minutes left in the show. You're fine. You can lose your
Oh,
mind.
okay, I'll smoke some more
in
weed.
6. We got another call. Jake, are you ready with the other call? Man, Shane Torres was waiting in the wings.
What kind of chicken shit? Blew their opportunity.
Son of a... Look, I get it.
Mass exposure with 2 national celebrities who take their job very seriously. Very seriously.
Okay.
Okay. No, you all right.
No, this is easy. He's a chili dog. I've never had an easier question. Or challenge. Excuse me. What sandwich am I, Kyle?
Something, you know what? You're like deep fried brie. Somehow, like there's a sensitive
That's horrible.
There's a sensitive delicateness to you once you get to know, but you gotta get through it, man. You gotta punch through it.
A deep fried brie sandwich.
Yeah. Like the brie's deep fried.
That's really funny.
Can you deep fry brie?
Sure.
Can
You
you
can
brie
do it.
fry deeps?
I think it's fine.
I got high as shit. But you know what I'm saying? You're like a gooey, soft, good guy.
I appreciate it. I know exactly what you mean. It sounds kind of delicious. I'll take it.
Listen,
You got to strike while the iron's hot. Kyle's high. What do we got now?
I'm throwing sandwich ideas out to people that are more ambitious in the kitchen than I am to start whipping things up. It is 6 p.m. and I am off my ass. I
You
have to
got
go.
3 minutes till 6.
I got a Friday night to be a part of.
Man, listen, if you're not watching this, to all the people that are watching the show, if your friends aren't watching it, they're ass out. That's what I say. Like a pair of chaps. You need to get on this shit. Hey, girl.
Y'all ass up. What book are you putting off reading? All of them. Come on, man. Who do you think I am?
That's an easy one.
Braunger reads all the books. I ain't touching shit.
Honestly, I read a little bit at night, but I don't read much during the day. I should be that person sitting out in the back deck reading. I feel like
I read a book during the day once and I thought I was depressed. I was like, who reads during the day? What's wrong with me?
My parents.
Yeah, who's reading during the day? Old people and sad youths.
What else we got? Oh, is he back? Let's close it out with Syrup Mountain. Shane. What's up, buddy?
Hey, girl.
Hey, boy. How are you?
girl.
How you doing?
Hey, I'm glad you're feeling better.
Thanks, man. Me too.
Did
Shane.
you have the Rona?
I did. Yeah, I do.
Kara says hi.
Hey,
Hey, I love it's the end of the show and it's all go to shit now. We had meetings about graphic design and about production. Now everybody's just walking in on rooms. We got Shane fresh off the Rona coming in to close it.
How are you feeling, man?
I'm hanging in there, man. I'm feeling okay. I'm just hanging out in my favorite Chinese restaurant, as you can tell.
I thought that was Aztec
Oh,
print. I couldn't
I'm
tell.
glad you made it. I'm so glad you made it to Temple. Best thing about Shane getting Corona is you can't tell the difference with the way he looks.
The roasts come out.
They're just starting out. You got no sympathy for me, Kyle. Son of a bitch.
I love
here.
you, buddy.
I'm in
I love you,
self-quarantine. I'm isolated. I got to look out in the courtyard every day at a parking lot.
LA, what's not to love?
Charlene just leaves a bowl for me at the door every day. I have to make it last. It's also my toilet.
And you're,
Like a
you're staying in
prisoner
LA
of
with Charlene, yeah?
Yeah, I was out in LA working on this thing when it all the shit hit the fan. And they were like, you're going to be out here for maybe like an indefinite amount of time, but at least this long. And my lease ended at the same time.
Okay.
So I didn't want to pay a chunk of money for New York rent if I wasn't going to be there. And I was like, I'll just sleep in Sean Patton's couch when I get back for a week and I'll find a place. And then God took away my big break and my home. So now my big break is getting a home again someday.
Oh, buddy.
Hey, you're abandoned, but at least you also got the disease.
I feel like win-win.
Yeah, thanks very much. Yeah. It's very hard to pass the time, but
Can I bring anything like cookies or cold brew or?
a miracle cure.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we're okay right now. Charlene ordered some stuff on Instacart, but it's been really good.
American healthcare.
Bum
Corona,
ass.
Shane, how are you gonna be? Charlene got some stuff on Instacart. I should be all right.
So,
I'm
look,
gonna eat
just
some raw garlic and some hot LaCroix. That should do the trick.
some boiled LaCroix cans. So to clear it up, Shane, you don't have a chimp. There's no chimp?
There's no chimp, but just Kyle.
Shit.
Hey girl. Let me change the tone of the show with a hey girl, hold on now.
Well, look, we're at the end of the hour, so we got to wrap it up, and we got to hey girl everybody. Thanks everyone who donated. Thanks Shane for joining us. Shane, we got to have you on as a real fucking guest.
Yeah, I really thought when you guys brought on Will Sasso, this is I don't know who your other celebrity friends are going to be willing to do this, but it's going to get pretty bleak after this. It's going to be Kyle with a sock on his hand talking to another one.
I do a lot of character work nowadays.
I will take it.
Yeah.
All right. We got a lot of hot programming coming up.
Hot stuff, everybody. Stay tuned. Thanks, Shane.
Love you, Shane. Feel good. Oh, we shut him off right after he's diseased.
Oh, poor man.
I'll call him personally.
Well, everybody hang in there and don't let the madness drive you too insane. It's one day at a time. We'll make it through. Kyle, you all right?
You know, I think I'll get by.
Okay. Good to hear it. All right. Hey, girl.
Hey, girl, you have a good night.